Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Ascendant Heroes is tanking. Let's talk about that. Thank you Hayward and Backpacker Matt for the comments on the One Piece video. Like, comment, and subscribe guys, and I will feature you guys and in one of my future videos. Also stay tuned, we have market insights for today at the end of the video as always. What's hot right now? So we'll check that out here in a minute. But if you guys remember, Ascendant Heroes released January, about almost 8 months ago, and taken off one of the most exciting sets. Not as exciting as the 30th celebration coming out in September. It was insane. Everything was double. But let's check out some of these prices. Let's find out what is going on today with these prices right here. So the ETB box, when it first released, shot up to $300. That was the highest that I had seen it, and now it's gone all the way to $160. When it first released, $300, now it shot back down to $111. In stores, you can still pick this up for $60 if you can get your hands on one of them, if you can get to a fresh restock. But right now, online, $160 is the best that it's going for. And I think you could even send some offers in here. TCG Player has it listed for $158. And so that's why it's important, guys. When it comes to Pokemon or any new sets, One Piece OP17 just released, we wait till the initial wave to release and hopefully we can find some on the back end. But with Pokemon, it's certainly true because they restock so much of it. They're still restocking Ascendant Heroes. They probably will for the next 2 years. Let's check out this next one right here. The same goes for the Booster Bundle. Then it was $160, now it's $80. So it's basically half. Not all of these cards have gone down that we're about to talk about. We got some Gengar cards, Pikachu, the most popular cards on here we're going to be talking about today. So not all of them have gone down, but all the boxes and bundles have. So this thing started off strong. This was crazy when these boxes came out, when you can get these. And I bought a couple of these in store the other day for $30, and now it's shot down to $86. And let's see, you can find some listings for $75. I'm still holding off on these to buy off of eBay till they're retired. It was such a great set. Now Psyduck, let's talk about some Psyduck. Actually has stayed strong. When it first released, it went to $100, around $100, now it's $73. The cool thing about Psyduck though is, out of all the ones we're gonna talk about today, Psyduck has maintained pretty much its value, because you see this from $100 and it just has this huge wave on there, but it's still staying. If you drew 2 lines across it, it's still staying in that little box. So it could go up, it could go down, but this is one of the more popular cards in here that I think was never overpriced or underpriced. I think this has always been a great buy in my opinion, and one that I think people will regret if they don't pick it up. Next we have Metagross. This is one of the biggest losses of today. So because I've had a couple Metagrosses and I sold one for around this price, and it was crazy. It's a cool card, but I always get rid of my duplicates so I can get more cards in. But this is one of the most insane drops of today comparatively. Like, look at that huge. There's a lot of Metagross fans out there, and this SIR was especially one of the most beautiful Metagrosses ever. Maybe this is the best one in here. But man, it lost over what, 200-300% over here, and then it's maintained. When it first got released and people bought it out, since February it's maintained where it's at. So I do think this is a low point for this card. Not a lot of black labels in this. I didn't send mine in because the centering is off, but another great buy. Ow, but back then, man, got burnt. Not everybody got burnt on here, but a lot of people did. Then we have the Mega Feraligatr, $230 to $132, only down by half, but still only down by half. But this, I am not a fan of this card. Maybe some people are, but this is one of the sharpest declines that I have seen. Besides, we got Mega Gengar coming up, and I've always said from the beginning, the Pikachu and the Gengar should be on the same level. They will. If you've watched my videos from the beginning, I'm pretty good at predicting this stuff for my collection, and that's why I've been successful. But I always said Pikachu and Gengar should be on the same level. Eventually they're going to, wherever they go is where they're gonna settle at, and we're gonna see that that's what happened. People went all crazy on Mega Gengar, and guess where it's at right now? If you guess on the same level of Pikachu, you would be right. Then we have the Zorak, which I sold one of these. I'm probably part of the problem because I sold one of these super cheap just because I had a duplicate of it and somebody sent me an offer and I was like, that's fine. It's like, I need it for my collection. I'm a sucker. If someone tells me I need a card for my son, or my son's buying this, because I do the same thing with my son. I let him save up his money. He buys his own cards, and that's what happened. And I feel like giving discounts to kids and they're buying it with their own money and they're a collector, I think it's always appropriate to do that. And because I've had people do that for my son, I would love people to give him a discount, especially if he's short on money and it's their favorite card. It's always take care of the young people in this hobby if you can, if you're in a place to be able to do that. Because the end Zorak in this, it took a little bit of a decline, not as much as those previous cards, and not a lot of people are getting this in BGS, which I highly recommend. But this is like a mosaic art piece right here, and I do another great, like they did release some bangers in this set, and these right now are just buying and holding because the value on these are just shot with how much they're producing right now. And then one of the cutest cards in here, no, not the cute, it is the cutest card, not one of the, this is the cutest card in here, the Full Moon Rondo Lily's Clefairy EX 280 to 161. This thing is just from $300 continuing steadily to go down. I think it's a good price point to buy, but at the same time, I'm nervous to buy any Ascended Heroes. I'll be honest with you guys. I have not bought any packs off of eBay. I have not bought any cards off of eBay of Ascended Heroes right now, just because I saw this decline coming, and I'm just gonna buy packs of cards from the store. I bought a couple the other day. The boosted bundles, they're still restocking these bad boys. So go check your local Walmart or Targets. They still regularly restock Ascended Heroes, and they will for the next year or two. Then we have some of the most hated gold cards to ever be created. The Mega Dragonite from 650 to 240. I always thought buying these cards were insane, but if you pulled it, I thought it was a great idea to hold on to it. Man, this was a huge hit from the people buying these cards. It's the same thing that's going on with One Piece right now. People are overpaying for cards, and I do think there's going to be some restocks on these bad boys. And keep pulling it, guys, because these cards are going to continue to go down until they stop reprinting these cards. They're just going to be all over the place right now. So if you have these, hold on to them. And this is, if you don't know, the big leg day Mewtwo with those big fat legs on him. This was, to me, surprising when this was shooting up to like 730 and then had a huge, almost dropped double in value down to 407. Now it's going for 306. I think when the holidays come around, when we get closer to November, December, I think things will pick up here. But this is just a buying month for me. Then we have this Pikachu EX Resolute Heart is his ability from 660 to down to 360. You're noticing the trend of everything dropping double here. There's only one card that actually maintained and actually went up in this set for the last 8 months. So this isn't a bad drop right here. It's double, but it could be worse. I'm not a huge fan of the diamonds crested around the cards. I'll trade this card all day long, but some people love these cards. I do like the pink background, but it's too bedazzled for me. These are the bedazzled cards, and my daughter collects these, but I do not. Then we have the Charizard Gold Charizard Explosion Y from $900 to $400, and this has to be the bottom, right? This has to be the bottom of this card, because you could see that somebody almost paid $1,000 from this card, and this thing just tanked. Look at that tank, and it still looks like it's tanking as well. Wow, maybe it is a good time to buy this gold card. The PSA 10, the value holds though. That's surprising compared to all the other cards. This card does fairly well in the PSA 10. Okay, that's interesting. Now here we go. Here is the one card on here today. And it's not surprising at all, because this might be the best Dragonite ever created. A lot of this has some of the best cards ever created. The Mega Dragonite EX from $500, now all the way up to $678. Are you kidding me? Let's go! If you had this card, sadly, I have never pulled this card. I don't even know if this card even exists. I don't think I've seen a video of somebody pulling this card. Is this card even real? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever pulled this card, or somebody that's pulled this card? I pulled hundreds of packs at this time on my own as well. I don't record everything, but it's a beautiful card. The reason I love this card so much, if I can get a zoom up on this, is because it has, if you didn't know, all 4 of the evolutions on there. Like, it is, I don't know if you guys can see that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful card. But you can see when it first came out, it was selling for $650, and then it shot down and then went back up all the way to $878 and then down here. So actually the lowest was like $500 and then boom, shot back up. Great buy, great find right there. Great find. And then, oh, I lied. I'm sorry. I lied. The Pikachu was the biggest winner. Because when this first came out, this was it wasn't overhyped. The hype was real for this card. This Buta designed this card, and I hope he does more in the future. He has impeccable talent, and let's look at these numbers real quick. Oh man, I had a little typo on there. My bad, guys. I put $1,500 on there. I think at one point it was at $1,500, but anyways, you're still in the money because it came out for $500 and then shot back up to $1,000. So this was off by $500. But it's still, if you have this card, this is by far, in my personal opinion, the best card in the set. But we can't forget about Gengar. You can never forget about Gengar. Then it's $1,500. Now down to $1,000. Not a huge loss, and I would not, if you paid $1,500 for this card, I would not fret. I think this is going to, I'm not going to tell you, oh, sell your card now, sell it before it dies. No, even if it dives down, if you think you got a perfect card on here, like a Black Label sold for $27,000, go get this card graded and you're back in the money. So if your cards are perfect, just send them in the PSA or send them in the BGS, get that bad boy graded, get it to tag, and you're in the money as far as that. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Here are the 3 picks of the day. Broly is hanging on there from Tuesday, but oh man, they're just putting in the hottest cards right now, the highest conviction cards. We got the Sun Goku. We won't go over Broly because we just saw that. This thing spiked down all the way to 41 and then now it's climbing up. These are the cards I like. So if you collect Dragon Ball, Sun Goku, Ultimate Battle 2026 Volume 2 up to $53. I don't think anybody's getting Dragon Ball. I'm telling you, if you are a collector right now, there's not a lot of people going to BGS to get their Pokemon cards, or not the Pokemon, their Dragon Ball cards graded. Go get them graded. I'm not collecting. I've had the money. I would start collecting Dragon Ball, making videos on it because it's cool. I like the cards. I like how they made them. Go, if you're a Dragon Ball collector, go to watch my BGS videos. Go get it graded. So, guys, that concludes this video of Ascending Heroes 8 months later. A lot of the cards, majority of the cards that I showed you, all lost money except the Dragonite and the Pikachu. I'm not surprised. That's how it goes sometimes. I am surprised about the Dragonite, the Mega Dragonite EX. I'm surprised that one maintained value. I thought the Pikachu would, and I thought the Gengar would, but I was wrong about the Gengar. It's okay. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Collect all them Pokemon cards. Jesus loves you. I'll see you next time. Peace.